Good morning, students. For BCA second year, today we have the Oracle class 7. Previously, we have discussed about different topics of Oracle. What is SQL? What are the SQL languages? Like that. To make use of the SQL languages, a specific concept called as data types are required for you. When you have different types of data to store inside the system, then you have to specify the data types along with the column names and the type of information you want to store in those columns. For that, we have to be well convenient regarding the data types available in Oracle. Okay? Data type specifies a particular kind of data item as defined by the values it can take or the operations it supports to be performed on it. As the type of operations supported by the system are dealt with the value stored inside it. What type of value is stored, accordingly it will execute the operations inside it. So in order to store the respective values into the data items, as per the data items, we have to specify the data types. And the data types are categorized in different types as per different programming languages. You can think about the C data types, C++ data types, Java data types. All are little bit different among one another. Similarly, the Oracle supports certain data types, those are different than others. And the same RDBMS packages uses certain data types, those are little bit different than others. Okay, so let us discuss about the Oracle data types that is supported by your SQL Star Plus, using which your data can be stored in the database files. Got it? As per the approval of the SQL, you can provide the data items inside it. And the values can be executed according to the supported data types. Got it? And the data types you can categorize in different categories like your character, number, date, LOB, raw, like that. Got it? It can be described little bit more precisely so that we can understand the use of these data types. Char data type, we are discussing about character data types. Out of different categories, character data type is one of the major data types. First one is your character data type, in which the character data types are categorized into further char, varchar2, long, like that. If you have different set of character strings to be stored, then those can be stored along with these categories. So what is the role of char? Char data type can store fixed length of data up to 255 bytes only. Got it? And its default size is 1. 1 byte by default it will occupy. If more than that you want to take, then you have to mention the size. If the value entered by the user is smaller than the allotted size, then the values will be added to the right. Blank values will be added to the right. Suppose, for example, you have mentioned the character size as 3 and you have mentioned only one character. Then the rest of the two places will be added with the blank values or blank spaces. The blank values can be added at the right side of the value entered. If it is larger than the size, then error occurs. If you want to store the character type of data, then you can mention in the form of the gender, like that. You can take example like gender, or you want to specify some answer is correct or incorrect, like you can mention using Y or N for specifying yes or no. For these purposes, you can mention a single character data type so that it will accept only one character. You can provide 0 or 1 in some cases also. You can provide M or F for gender, like M for male, F for female. For yes, you can use Y. For no, you can use N. When you have certain yes or no type of informations to generate. Got it? So for this single character data to be input, you can use the char data type. Its size will be small. The memory space required by the database will be also less. So it will be benefited to be used for those type of requirements. Got it? If you have more characters than one, then we'll go for certain other data types. You can also use char. You can also use other data types like varchar. Got it? If you will mention only char, then a single byte you can use there. If you will mention the size inside it, then you can add more the character with more than one digit you can enter. Got it? You can use other character data type, that is varchar2. You can think the alphanumeric type of data can be stored and operated when your data is stored in the varchar2. Got it? The varchar2 should be specified along with the size so that what many informations are to be stored inside it can be mentioned. Varchar2 size. The size can be 10, 20, 30, 5, anything like that. What is the length of your data? Accordingly, you can mention the size. You can approximately take a size for different type of data items. For example, you are writing the name of students to be entered inside the database. The name of students can be of 10 characters for someone. It can be of 15 characters for someone. It can be of 17 characters for someone. It can be 20 characters for someone. So this type of altered information can be stored in the columns if you have mentioned varchar2. Got it? The varchar2 can support alphanumeric informations to be entered. You can enter characters as well as numbers inside it. You can also write combination of both inside it. As you have already known that special characters are not allowed, you cannot use the special characters inside it. Got it? So you can mention the alphanumeric type of data to be stored inside the column specified using the varchar2 data type. Got it? The varchar2 data type can accept 4000 bytes to be entered inside. For example, you want to write Subhas, or you want to write Subhas Chandra Bose in the name field. Got it? So you can mention their varchar2 size so that you can add the value like Subhas or Subhas Chandra Bose inside the column. Got it? How to specify the data types we'll discuss later on. What type of data can be stored in the varchar2 size, that is your Subhas, like this. Got it? So come to the next data type of character data type, that is long. When you have larger amount of data to be stored or variable character length of data to be stored, then you can use the long data type. Previously you have discussed about long. Previously you have used long in other programming languages also. Similarly also here it is going to accept variable length of data in which any large amount of information you can enter. Got it? And it can hold up to 2 GB of data inside it. You can think about it. 2 GB of data it can carry means what can be the length of it. Undoubtedly, you can enter the data inside it, but in order to execute the data, in order to alter the data, in order to operate the data, you have certain restrictions to be followed for the long data type. Got it? And the applications of it you can learn while you are dealing with the databases. Okay, we'll go to the next point, that is your number data type. The number data type is used to store integer and floating point values. Integer values almost we have to enter inside the databases, like the age of the students, marks of the students, for some amount to be entered into the databases, like that. So when you have integer type of data or floating point values to be input inside the columns, then you have to specify the number data type. Got it? This data type can be defined with precision and scale format. Precision, that is P, and scale, that is S. Suppose the number 3, 2, if you will enter, the number will be of 3 characters length. Okay? You can enter the scale of up to 2. And its default format is 38 for inputting the precision data and 127 to input the scale. Got it? The use of number data you very well know. In order to specify a equal to 5, a equal to 9, or a is equal to 23, or a is equal to 19, or amount is 5,000, or amount is 15,000, this type of information you have, then you can use the number data type to be mentioned inside it and input the data value inside it. Understood? Okay, come to the next point, that is date data type. Date, moreover, you have date informations to be stored in the databases. Suppose you have a student data, then the student names along with their date of birth to be entered. The student names along with the date of joining also to be entered. So that in those columns you have to enter date type of data. Date. The date can be containing the dates, month, year, like that. Normally, the date of births are very important when any of the students have taken admission into some college or classes, like that. And their date of joining is as well as important as their date of birth. So in those cases, the date data type is very much important. But it requires 7 bytes to store the date. And the date can support a format like DDMMYY. DD is what? For entering date. MM is for what? For entering the month. Year, YY is that for entering the year. Okay? And here the DD takes 2 characters to enter the day. MM takes 3 characters to enter the month. The month can be entered like JAN for January, FEB for February, MAR for March, in this way. Only 3 characters of a particular date name can be entered here. Got it? And the date name, for example, you can take like you are writing 15 August 2020. Then you can enter in this way, 15 hyphen AUG hyphen last 2 digits of the year. The current year's 20, it will automatically take. If you want to enter the values of other years, then you have to mention the 4 digits there. The 4-digit date format you have to use there. Got it? And the date Data type is very important in order to store the date type of data. Otherwise, you cannot enter the date type of data. If you'll add the date type of data in the varchar data types, also it can be supported, but it will not be helpful for performing operations related to the date operation, related to the dates very frequently. So in order to get the respective operations to be executed properly, the date should be entered in the date formats with date data type. Got it? So the utilization of date data type is also important if you want to add the date information inside the database table. Got it? When you have certain large objects to be entered into the databases, then you have LOB data type to be used. Next is your LOB data type. LOB data type is there for storing the large objects. Large objects means unstructured data. Okay. The unstructured type of data can be stored using the LOB data types. The unstructured data you can say are in the form of pictures, videos, like that. Okay. If you have such type of data to be stored, then you can use the LOB data types. It can store up to 4 GB of data for storing such type of informations. Okay. It is further classified into different types like your BLOB, CLOB, NCLOB, like that. BLOB specifies binary large objects. Binary large objects means the binary type of information it can support to be stored. Got it? And the informations of character type of data can be stored in CLOB. That is character LOB. Okay. Character data means like your that string type of informations. The string type of informations in the binary formats, you can say the data in the single bytes or data in multiple bytes of character strings can be stored in CLOB. Large amount of data, that too character data. Large amount of data, that too binary data. Okay, large amount of data, that too in binary format, can be entered in BLOB. Large amount of data that is in character format that can be stored in the CLOB type. Correct? And NCLOB is what? The similar operations of CLOB, like storing large amount of data of character type. It can be of single bytes or multiple byte characters, then it can be stored in the CLOB. Along with that, it can store Unicode characters. Okay, Unicode characters are also supported to be stored inside the databases using the NCLOB data type. Got it? LOB data types will be important when you have large amount of data to be stored only. Otherwise, it is not required to be mentioned because it is going to take more space for storing a particular record. Got it? Whenever necessary only, we'll use it. Got it? And next is your raw data type. Raw data type is there for storing binary data or byte strings. Got it? These are also of large amount of data to be stored inside it. The raw data types can be specified. It is further divided into two types, that is raw data type and long raw data type. What type of data the raw data type can store? Like the content of documents. If a document is there and the document contains large set of informations to be processed, then that can be stored. Sound files can be, or sound files or audio files also can be stored, where large amount of sound clips being collaborated and stored. Video files are what? Video clips of large combinations can be combined together and stored. Got it? For that, you can use the raw data type. The raw data type can store 2000 bytes only of binary data. Long raw data type can store more informations like your 2 GB of data. Okay, 2 GB means a large set of combination of data can be stored inside it. The same format using long means it is the operations to be operated inside it are restricted. It is of minimum amount. All sort of benefits will not be available. Still, you can perform operation. You want to do manipulations on the entered data, then you can use the raw data type to be mentioned. Okay, long raw data type takes certain restrictions to follow that we have to follow accordingly. Got it? These are your data types to be used for your specific type of information to be stored into the databases. So you have to be careful while mentioning the data types when you are creating a database. At the time of database creation and mentioning the field names, you have to mention the type of data it can hold. According to the type of data it can hold, you can enter the size along with that. Or you have to mention the data type along with that. Got it? The data types are very important. You have to learn the data types at the very beginning, then you can go for the other operations, those you can perform in the Oracle. Okay, go through the video carefully and start. You can thereafter learn the SQL commands to use